Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
The veteran Joey Sly ready to get this started. Glad to have you with us, folks, and we are underway here at Gillette Stadium. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. But there aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now a 2nd and 2. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll get this to about the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and 6 now. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's brought down. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
Now Allen. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And the Pats are going to have it here just past the 25. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Stevenson gets it again on second down. And Stevenson's going to have a Patriots first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To the air, May. That's complete. Demario Douglas with it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he will have a Patriots first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Antonio Gibson, 53 yards. And the Patriots use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. They'll try to middle with Cook. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State. And he is going to have a Bills first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
Here's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Coleman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Right back to Cook for another completion. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Third down and 6. To the air, Allen. Forced out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, May with it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. Back deep is Brandon Codrington. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
This is Coleman with the ground. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Bills passing game getting him down the field. They've got another 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Allen now looks to throw. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir as the first half is winding down. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the Patriots going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Here's May. Open man is Kendrick Bourne.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll throw with May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Looking to throw, May. Short pass caught by Henry.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
The Patriots send out their punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing to start the drive. Allen.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 5.
In motion goes the tight end. Allen going to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Allen. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Here's Allen to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Now Allen. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Here's a diving catch right side. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They'll give to Cook on the read option.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Motion man is Shakir. He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And a short gain here down to the 22. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a two-score game.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills will add on to their lead.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. To throw, it's May. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics, he's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Second and a couple. Throwing here is May. He'll go underneath here to Stevenson.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back in. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
To the air, May.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Big score, first step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was Kendrick Bourne who was able to cap things off with a touchdown. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bills ready to take over.
That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Here's Davis. He'll try and run some clock. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Allen steps away to his left. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Inside give to Davis. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still third down.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. To throw is Allen.
This to the tight end, Kincaid.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to swell the lead to 6. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game. So in a game that's been full of twists and turns, here's another with time winding down.
And now, as you say, time's obviously a huge factor. But all you're looking for now is 3. So one big play, maybe a penalty, and you might get that shot after all.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here comes 2nd down.
He'll look to throw.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
He's back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down. Got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as you understand where they are in the field?
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
This to tie things up in the final minute. And this one is right through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
So the Bills going to be the first to get it as we are back underway here in overtime. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook.
And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
3rd down. Here's a run by Cook.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now Allen.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
Has his man. It's Shakir.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Now Allen off the bootleg. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. It looked like they were trying to get him outside there, but this defense had different plans.
Yeah, they really had an outside-in kind of a pass rush. It's almost like when you're covering a punt. You can't let him get to the outside and get to the sideline. You force him to stay in the middle of the field, and they did exactly that and made the play.
Here's Sam Martin now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
The Patriots offense and Drake May headed back onto the field. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Short pass caught by Henry. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. This being their 2nd opportunity in overtime, 3rd overall drive, see if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
From the shotgun, it's May. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It may sound cliche, but those are the types of yards he can get you. He's such a bruising back.
He is, and typically with that type of a back, if he has any type of stamina, it shows up later in the ball game. Because trust me, guys get tired of running up and trying to tackle that big fella. It wears on him, and then he gets stronger as the game goes on.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Partner, this is a pretty good drive they're putting together, and I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all, because if they go down and score a touchdown, this thing's over.
Absolutely, that would write an ending to this script. We'll see what happens.
Now they run the option on second down. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They've had some success here in overtime of this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
A quick throw caught out wide by Bourne.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
They are in field goal range. 3 points now would win it. Here's second down. A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score and OT finishes it off, but all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and working on this game, I had it in the back of my head. We could get to overtime. Just the way this game went, the ebb and flow of it all, and then to get there and finish it what I would call an old school way, a running play, because in today's NFL, we throw the ball to ring the bell, don't we?